What's happening, guys, and welcome back to our channel. If you've ever applied for a loan, credit card, or other types of credit, you've likely been the subject of a credit inquiry. But having too many credit inquiries could actually end up negatively impacting your credit report and credit score. So it's important to know how credit inquiries work and how you may be able to remove inaccurate or unauthorized inquiries from your credit information. Here, we'll look at how to remove hard inquiries within 24 hours. Number 7, what are inquiries on your credit score? Anytime you try to seek credit from a lender or credit card issuer, that organization will want to seek your track record as a potential borrower. Your past and current financial behavior, such as payment history and balances on loans and credit cards, helps lenders decide whether to work with you or not. Lenders could interpret several missed bill payments, for instance, as a sign that you're likely to miss a payment again in the future. That could lead to you getting denied for a loan or being charged higher interest rates. To get the information it needs, the lender must request your credit file from the credit bureaus and the results in a hard inquiry. That inquiry, in turn, will appear on your credit report. In contrast, a soft inquiry occurs when you check your own credit, for instance, or when a company wishes to pre-qualify you for a loan offer, but you haven't yet submitted a full application. Soft inquiries don't impact your credit score. Number 6, different types of credit inquiries. There are different types of credit inquiries that take place on your credit report, including hard credit inquiries and soft credit inquiries. A hard credit inquiry may be a primary component of the underwriting process for all types of credit. Soft credit inquiries, however, are often used more for marketing purposes, not just during a loan or credit approval process. It's important to understand the differences between hard and fast credit inquiries because some inquiries can impact your credit report and credit score. Number 5, soft credit inquiries. A soft credit inquiry may be requested for a number of different reasons. One way that creditors often use soft inquiries is for marketing to potential customers. For example, if a credit card company may want to send an offer to a list of people who meet specific credit-related characteristics, like having a credit score above a certain threshold. Credit aggregating services may also use soft credit inquiries to help borrowers find a loan. These platforms will typically require information about a potential borrower, such as their social security number. Number 4, hard inquiry. A hard inquiry is a type of credit information request that includes your full credit report and deducts points from your credit score. These types of inquiries are used by lenders and creditors in deciding whether to grant you credit or a loan, and they will usually cause a short-lived decrease in your credit score. A hard inquiry or a hard pull occurs when you apply for a new line of credit, such as a credit card or a loan. It means that a creditor has requested to look at your credit file to determine how much risk you pose as a borrower. Hard inquiries show up on your credit report and can affect your credit score, so it's important to understand when they happen, how they'll impact you, and why it's best to keep them to a minimum. Here's what you need to do to know about hard inquiries. Number 3, how do hard inquiries affect your credit score? Hard inquiries have a negative impact on your credit score, in the short term at least. While a hard inquiry will stay on your credit report for 2 years, it will usually only impact your credit for a few months. Too many hard inquiries in a short time could make it look like you're seeking loans and credit cards that you may not be able to pay back. There are many factors that contribute to your credit score, however. The most important ones are your payment history, which accounts for 35% of your FICO score, and credit utilization, or the amount of available credit you're using, which makes up the remaining 30%. Applications for a new credit account for just 10% of your score according to FICO, so a hard inquiry won't necessarily make a major impact. There are times when a hard inquiry is unavoidable, such as when you're applying for a mortgage or an auto loan. As a result, you won't be penalized for several inquiries appearing on your credit report for one loan type if they're made within a 14 to 45 day period. On the other hand, Applying for multiple credit cards and a personal loan in 1 week may be a red flag that you're seeking credit you can't afford. These will not be treated as one inquiry. Number 2, how long does a hard inquiry last? A hard inquiry will stay on your credit report for 2 years. While lenders can see all inquiries made during that time, the inquiries may only directly affect your credit score for 1 year at most. That means that when you apply for a credit card, for instance, you may initially see a small drop in your credit score. Over time, that impact will diminish, and with responsible credit behavior, you'll recover from the drop fairly quickly. To keep your score strong, apply only for the credit you truly need. If you plan to apply for a major new credit product like a mortgage in the next several months, experts say you should avoid applications for other new credit to keep your score as high as possible. Number 1, removing hard inquiry within 24 hours. You can remove hard inquiries from your credit report if they're based on inaccurate information. The process involves disputing the inquiry, and a reputable company like Credit Glory can help. If the information is correct, they fall off your report in around 2 years. Whether you want fast results to fix your own credit, or you're a credit hero that runs a profitable credit repair business and you want fast results from your clients, the question is the same. Is the 24-hour inquiry removal method legit and legal, and does it actually work? The 24-hour inquiry removal method is a strategy that aims to remove hard inquiries from a credit report within a single day. To get an inquiry removed within 24 hours, you need to physically call the companies that place the inquiries on the telephone and demand their removal. This is all done over the phone swiftly and without ever creating a letter or buying a stamp. The 24-hour method is real, effective, legitimate, and legal. You'll need to call each company's credit department and provide one of the 4 reasons for removal, that is, the inquiry was not approved by you, you felt pressured into approving the credit pull, the number of inquiries was more than you expected, your report got pulled without your knowledge or authorization. If calling doesn't work, you'll need to send a dispute to the credit bureaus. You can create a dispute using the laws in the Fair Credit Reporting Act. But there are 2 limitations to be aware of. 1, most of the companies require the consumer to call. If you're calling on behalf of someone else or let them know you're with a credit repair organization, it won't work. They'll only talk about this information with the consumer that has the inquiry on record. Secondly, you've got to provide them with a legitimate reason for removing the inquiry. Usually, they'll only remove the inquiry if they pull the credit report without authorization, approval, or it somehow was a Fair Credit Reporting Act violation. So here's what you need to do if you want to pull this off legitimately. If you're calling on behalf of a client and the company who made the inquiry asks you who you are, you should never lie or be deceitful. Not only is it never a good idea to lie, but it could also get you into legal trouble. If you're calling on your own behalf, but you don't have a valid reason to remove each inquiry, again, you shouldn't lie about that either. Have a good reason for the removal of the inquiry, and have the person whose inquiry you're attempting to remove call the company themselves. Do let me know your thoughts about this in the comments down below, and I'll catch you guys later in another video. Bye now.